皆さん、こんにちは。カーリーと先生の4年間チャレンジ Season 2筋トレ編 Episode 7
Lesson 7
Lesson
です。
7
はい、7回目です。
Yes. Thank you so much for watching our last episode together. And today we're going to take it back to the gym for a couple exercises, and then we'll take it back to the backyard for one exercise you can do at home as well.
皆さん、こんにちは。今までのレッスンどうでしたでしょうか？今日は7回目です。今日のレッスンは、ジムの中でするのと外でするので、やってみたいと思います。今日も英語と日本語を使いながら筋トレ頑張りましょう。
筋トレ
行きましょう。はい。
Okay, so our first exercise we're going over today is a more functional version of a squat. Sometimes if you're doing a back squat, it can compress your spinal cord, which is not what we want. We don't want any discs bulging. So instead, we're going to use the barbell to do what is called a Zercher squat variation.
Zercher squat.
Zercher squat. ちょっと
わかりませんけれども、バーベルを使って、腰の、ところを気をつけながらするスクワット。怪我をしないようにする。安全にするスクワット。だそうです。はい。
Yes. Arguably a better version, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is we have a barbell. If you are at a gym, you can choose different sizes of barbells usually. So we have here 45 pounds. Sensei, I believe in you.
45パウンドって20キロぐらいもうちょっとあるかもしれませんけれども。はい。
And then we're going to, maybe you should film this part because it's going to be. I'm going to grab the barbell with my forearms here, and I want to make sure that I'm right in the middle. And I also want to make sure that I'm not too wide.
真ん中で、でもそんなに広くしないで、こう、手と手を狭く、なんかこう狭くして。はい。
Yeah, and my elbows should not be any wider than my body, essentially.
肘は閉じてください。肘を開かないで危ないです。
And I'm going to lift the barbell up.
持ち上げて。
And I'm going to put my feet into a squat position, which is going to be actually a little bit more narrow than normal.
スクワット、少し狭めのスクワット、足感覚、狭い。
And that means it's just a little bit wider than hip width distance apart.
ちょっとヒップよりも開い、wider than hip?
Just a little bit, yeah.
少しだけ開い。
I'm going to pull my shoulders back so my back is straight.
My back. Shoulder back. 肩を後ろに。
And then I'm going to just slightly tilt my hip bones backward so I'm not pulled in here. My hamstrings are engaged.
少し前かが
み。Slight bend in the knees.
少し、膝を、曲げて。はい。
Okay, and from here, I'm going to squat down right about until my elbows touch my legs.
ちょっと長い。だいぶ下ですね。で、肘がこの膝に少しつくぐらい、だいぶ下ですね。
そうです。
はい。
And I'm going to keep my chest up as much as possible.
胸を開いた状態。だいぶ。これは、it's hard without, 大丈夫かな
I inhale at the top. And then I exhale on the way up.
吐く。大丈夫これ。大丈夫かな。
できますよ。
大丈夫でしょうか。Okay?
I believe in you.
Hi?
So make sure you're centered.
Is it centered? 真ん中ですかこれ。
Just a little tiny bit that way. There you go.
こう。
So strong, sensei.
こう。
And then You can make your hands into a fist.
グーにしても
There you go.
グーにしていいグーにしていい
うん
わったったったった
And then walk out.
大丈夫
And you can pause right there.
はい
Now your feet are going to go a little wider than hip width distance apart.
足をね
Nice. And then we're going to focus a lot on keeping your back and your core engaged. And we're going to
体幹も感じて
just a little bit tilt your hip bones out and then bend your knees. Good. And lower down. And come up. Good. That was one. Push your legs out a little bit further. So push your knees out.
こうに合う
Yeah, not your feet. Yeah.
に
Knees
膝あこうこう Yes いい下に
Good. Nice.
ちょっと皆さん集中しないといけませんね
Yep.
口を閉じて
Big inhale. Let's do one more. You're doing so good. Time.
で、はい、戻る。こう、こう。いきます。はい、はい。よいしょ。できたできた
Yeah.
いいです。
Mm.
It's really good.
うん
ここがしっかり安定、ステーブル。だからおすすめです。できた。はい。あ、気持ちいい。軽いです。すごいね。
Perfect.
Okay, ready? はい、行きましょう。
Okay, for exercise number 2, I have a pair of sliders, and you can actually use towels at home on a hardwood floor for this instead. But because, we are using carpet, we have a plastic slider.
スライドをするディスクみたいなので、ない人は、床の上にタオルを使ってすることができる運動になります。はい。
Because it slides. Yeah.
はい
So, what we're going to do is some slider lunges. And these
のランジ。はい。
And these are really, really good for strength and stability in the glutes and the hamstrings.
大臀筋。ハムストリングの安定。はい。
Yes.
You just need one?
Yes. Sometimes you can use 2 for whatever exercise you're doing, but for this one, we're only using 1.
はい。
So the front leg does not need the slider. So we're actually going to use it on the back leg.
はい。前の足はスライドしないので、後ろの足に置く。はい。あ、
We're going to place the ball of our foot.
ライニングアップね。
Yeah.
これ。
Sure.
大丈夫。
The ball of your foot is going to be in the middle of the slider.
Ball of the means ball of the ここ？この前、ここら辺。はい。これ。
In the middle of the slider.
目を真ん中に置きます。はい。
And then make sure your feet are hip width distance apart.
What distance apart?
Hip width.
Hip のと同じぐらいの。はいはい。
And then, yes, our hips are going to be squared, which means that both hip bones facing
ま
forward.
っすぐまっすぐ直角にまっすぐスクエアまっすぐに。はい。
And then we're going to bend both legs and shift our weight just slightly into the front foot.
曲げる。はい。
Just slightly.
はい。少し曲げる。前向きに。はい。
And now I'm going to take my back foot with the slider on it, and I'm going to slowly slide my foot back and bend into a long lunge. So my back leg is straight, and my front leg is bent.
はい。後ろの足をまっすぐで前の足を曲げる。はい。
And then I'm going to slowly.
あ、これは難しい。あ、これは難しい。はいはいはいはい。
Yes. And again, I'm going to slide my foot back.
ゆっくり後ろに。
And as I go, I'm actually going to hinge just slightly so that my spine is in line with my back leg.
あ、背骨まっすぐの。
Good. And we're going to keep your back straight since I.
まっすぐこうですか。
And then we're going to squeeze that hamstring.
ハムストリングを縮めて。はいはい。
Good job. And come back. Good. And
よいしょ。あ、これを脱って伸ばしてくるのはすごく力がいります。はい。
Let's switch sides.
はい。反対側も。
So now that opposite leg becomes the front one. And we're going to have our feet hip width distance apart, hips squared. We're going to bend both legs and shift our weight just slightly into the front leg. You can have your hands at your chest. You can have one hand on your hip on the side
あ、そう。
to sort of tell which muscles are engaging.
はい。手はポールのこちらにどちらにも同じ。
And I'm going to straighten out that back leg, hinge forward, and lower into that lunge. And
わあ、これ戻してくるのが。
yes.
What muscle do we need to bring it up? Bring it.
Hamstring.
あ、そうか。ハムストリング。
Hamusto.
ハムストリング。ハムストリングを使いながら。
Hamusto.
で、ハムストリング。
Mm.
ああ、はい。感じます。はい。ハムストリング
Good job.
を使って。
We'll go 2 more.
はい。
Slide back.
あ、こっちの足、感じます。はい。
And last one. Time.
はい。いいですね。Yeah,
Yeah.
this is perfect. We can do with the towel.
うん
タオルとかでできますので、
うん
ぜひ。はい。
And these are very cheap, like $10 on Amazon too.
10ドルぐらいで Amazon で売っているそうです。
Mm.
はい。
So,
はい。OK?
okay.
はい。じゃ
Okay.
あ。はい。
The third exercise we'll be demoing today is a lateral lunge isometric hold with dumbbells.
ランジ。横向きのランジでダンベルを使ってやるそうです。大丈夫ですか？
Isometric
あ、
hold.
そう。アイソメトリックホールの、はい、アイソメトリック運動です。はい。
Which means we are holding one position for an extended period of time.
あ、ずっとじっとしたまま、何か筋肉を鍛える運動になります。はい。
Okay, so first I am going to demo the lateral lunge. Essentially what that means is I'm going to step out to the side and my toes are facing forward because if I point my toes out, I'm actually using the top of my quad here for this exercise when I really want to use the glute, the hamstring, the side of the quad, and the core.
大臀筋を鍛えるためには足をまっすぐに開けるんじゃなくてまっすぐにしてください。はい。
Then I'm going to shift over onto one side.
はい。右側にシフトをして。
And if you watched the first 2 episodes, you would know that
Yes.
the Dynamic 7
So
actually
this-
has
Hi.
this exercise in it. If you want to go back.
最初の、ダイナミック7の、エピソード、レッスン見てください。レッスン2、レッスン3かな？多分
1 or
1
2
か3に入れたと思います。見てください。はい。
So I'm going to shift out to the side, and immediately I'm going to feel the outside of my glute, leg, core, inside leg engaging here. My chest is up, my eyes are forward, and I'm holding it here.
体幹を感じて、このままずっとじーっとしてる。じっと、はい、ホールド、はい、静止。
So now we're going to add the dumbbells.
あ、
You can use any weight in your house. I prefer dumbbells. There's also kettlebells or water bottles.
何でも、ウェイトは何でもいいです。家にあるものを使ってください。子供のおもちゃでも大丈夫。
So we're going to get into this position again. Toes are facing forward. And I'm going to shift out to the side. Now, one hand with the dumbbells on the outside of my leg. Other hand is on the inside of my leg.
インサこういうことですね。一つのダンベルは足の外で、一つのダンベルは足の中。はい。
And then, so Sensei, you're going to have your toes pointing forward.
はい。
And then we're going to shift our weight into that one side.
Hi.
And then keep your toes pointed forward on that side too.
Hi.
Yep. And then go a little bit lower. But don't reach down. Just shift your, and keep your back straight. So it's okay. So we're here.
あ、こうか。
Right.
はい。
Yeah. Okay. And you're holding. 3, 2, 1.
Right.
Yeah. But keep these even.
Even.
There you go. Okay.
そうです。はい。で、このまま。Yes.
Yep.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
stay still. じっと。
うん。
まだ。
10 seconds.
はい。5、
5, 4, 3, 2,
3、2、
1.
1。
Time.
はい。
Yeah! Nice job! Woo!
ありがとうございます。
Okie dokie. Thank you so much for watching our new lesson. Today we did a variation of the Zercher squat. We did some slider plate action with a lunge, and then we finished off with a lateral lunge isometric hold. These are exercises that you can do at home or in the gym, although for the Zercher lunge variation, you do need some sort of barbell.
今日はバーベルを使ったはい。ちょっとマイクが切れましたので OK マイクスイッチしますが、今日はバーベルを使ったスクワットとディスクを使いながらスライド式の、ランジとダンベルを使った、
Lateral lunge.
そうか、横向きの、ランジをしました。家でもジムでもできますので、皆さん頑張ってください。今日もありがとうございました。じゃあまた次。